Greetings, Godly Play family, and Happy New Year. This story today is about Mary, the mother of Jesus. You see, we have another blue underlay. Blue, the color of the sky right before dawn. One of Mary's favorite colors. When Mary was a little girl, she wondered what it would be like when she was all grown up. Her parents, Joachim and Anna, dedicated her to the temple. The years went by, and one day something happened that no one could explain. The angel Gabriel came to her and said, "God has chosen you to be the mother of God." But what did that mean? She was about to be married to a wonderful man who was a carpenter in Nazareth. His name was Joseph. Then the angel came to Joseph and said that Mary was going to have a baby, and that baby was God. Now Joseph was confused too. But Joseph and Mary stayed together, and the baby was born. They named him Jesus. Many more things happened that were hard to understand. When Jesus was just 8 days old, they took him to the temple in Jerusalem to present him to God, as was the custom. Old Simeon was there waiting. When he saw Jesus, he said something like this: "Now I can die. I have seen the Messiah." When Jesus was about 12, Mary and Joseph lost him in Jerusalem, but found him in the temple. He said to them, "Didn't you know I would be in my Father's house?" But Joseph's house was in Nazareth, where the carpenter's shop was. The boy became more confusing as he grew up to be a man. When he began to teach, he returned to his home, the synagogue, and read from the scroll of Isaiah about the coming of the Messiah. Then he said he was the one. Mary must have remembered the angel Gabriel, but the people of Nazareth were angry. They tried to throw him off a cliff. At a wedding, he changed the water into wine. And another time, Mary and his extended family came to see him when he was teaching. And those who followed him were his family, not them. And he said to those who followed him were his family. Now his brothers were confused too. Then Jesus went to Jerusalem for the last time, and Mary was there. When they put him on the cross, she stood watching. probably standing near John. People have written beautiful and sad music about this. It is called the Stabat Mater, because the mother was just standing there. What was she thinking? Then Jesus lifted his head and spoke to her, "Woman, behold your son." Then he said to the disciple, "Behold your mother." The disciple, who was probably John, took her into his home and cared for her in old age. When they took Jesus down from the cross, Mary was still there. Sometimes you will see a statue or a painting or an icon of Mary holding Jesus in her lap. See Jesus and Mary. And here are two prophets from the Old Testament, David and Solomon. The next day, after they were very quiet and empty for Mary. Then on Sunday, the first Easter, she and the other women walked slowly back to the place where Jesus had been put in the tomb. She needed to be close to him. They found that the stone had been rolled away and that somehow Jesus was still with them, and he is with us today. Then the disciples returned from Mount Olivet after Jesus ascended. Mary and his brothers were with them. They walked in the upper room with the others. Mary was there a week later when the sound of the mighty wind filled the room and the Holy Spirit came like fire. No one knows when Mary died or was buried, but she truly was the Mother of God. When she was all grown up, she kept on growing. People still feel close to her. They name churches after her and make pilgrimages to places where she seems especially close. This is one of those stories, then, that never ends. So instead of ending, we will put down some of Mary's flowers. They're called forget-me-nots. She will never be forgotten. I wonder what part of the story you like best. I wonder what part is most important. I wonder what part is just about you, or especially for you. I wonder if we can leave out any parts of the story and still have all we need. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow for our Zoom class. We have a fun activity. I'm trying to develop it still so that we can do it together. And I'm looking forward to seeing you and hearing all about how your Christmas was. And look forward to this new year. God bless you and have a wonderful day.